65 days a year. We never miss. No excuses, just free picks. COVID, no COVID, cancellations, no cancellations. We're here anyway. Sorry, we're not going anywhere, except things are just getting bigger and bigger every day, and we appreciate it. It's all because of you guys hitting the like button. Of course, we give out tons of free picks on the site. We give out tons of free picks on these shows. We give out tons of free picks in videos. Our best bets are the ones that are in the premium area. You don't have to say, well, oh, these guys are charging and their free picks lost and all this other stuff. Yeah, we lose picks all the time. We don't lose the most of them, but we lose picks just like anybody else. I mean, it's the nature of the beast. The only one who doesn't lose picks is liars. But we win a lot more than we lose, and that's 100% documented at our premium area. You don't have to make assumptions about the premium picks. Well, they lost on, Mitch gave out Indiana State yesterday and they lost. Yeah, they did. New Mexico State blew that 12-point lead. But, I also had the Buffalo Bills, and also Colorado State was my top college basketball player. And they just battered them. Anyways, speaking of battering them, bringing in the boys, we got Brian Bittler, Chris Ruffalo, Rod Zawacki here with us, as usual. It's just, I think the bigger things get, the more people we get that don't know what we do, or it's just easier, for people to take pot shots, and I'm fine with it, because we all know. That's why I bought this sign. I had it made custom. I didn't buy it off the shop wall. I had it made. And I'm going to get another one. I'm going to get another sign that's going to say, I win 100% of the games I get to bet after the game is over. That'll be my next sign. And I'm going to take down the surfboard and put it right over there. That's what I'm thinking. I just got to have someone make it for me. I don't know if I want to go with the same industrial style as this one, or if I want to just get a new one for this one, but we'll figure it all out. But I do want to get that. I win 100%, something like that I wanted to say. I win 100% of the times when I get to make the pick after the game is over. Got a lot of geniuses out there, but anyways, let's get to it. Brian, what do you got going on today?
Well, 2-0 in college basketball yesterday, 2-1 overall. So winning day, I'll take it. Today, I got to say on my 3-day pass, 99.95 gets you a little test run with me. But if you don't want that, I got my golden ticket Tuesday 5-pack, all 5 plays, $50 at pickdogs.com.
All right. Chris Ruffalo.
So another winning college basketball day, 2-1 yesterday. And got my Tuesday 3-point play for college hoops. I got Tuesday tip-off NBA 3-pack, or you can get it all as part of my 2 for Tuesday. That's finally back. I finally started offering that again. 2 for Tuesday, 3 plays in the NBA, the 3 plays in the 3-point play for college hoops, as well as a bonus college hoops play you can only get there, or in one of my longer-term packages, $44.95 over at PickDogs Premium, sportschatplays.com Premium.
And Rod Zawacki.
For me today, I'm going to put too many in, but I love today's card. Probably could have put a dozen in. I've got my Magnificent 7 up there. Love today's card. Found huge edges in 7 games. 3 college basketball, 2 NBA, and both bowl games. Perfect opportunity for us to smash the books today. Bounce back after my rough day yesterday.
I'm still riding this 500 thing. Not losing, not winning, but it's like, if your worst days are 500 days, anyone in this business will take that any day of the week. If your bad stretch is 500, so be it. It's like it happens. People go through stretches, and I'm in one right now where it's like win 2. I did the late ad yesterday, to knock me down to 500. It's like I did the late ad. The late ad always kills you. Like Rod said, I love today's card. I could have easily had a dozen plays today, if not more. I really, really like it, and I really like the NBA. I think honestly, I could do every NBA game today.
Yeah, I think the NBA has the best games today.
Yeah, NBA is the best of the best today. College hoops is a little. There might be some landmines there, but and then college football, I think I like those games as well. I have not put those in as my premium picks yet, but I'm going to put a pick in each of those games in the premium area. hopefully I have a time to do it during the show. I'm not one of these people that talk about how hard I work or anything like that, but I have just been overloaded. So you guys can see the videos that are being produced. We have our MMA show that we're working on behind the scenes, and we have some other big site changes that we're doing behind the scenes that you guys don't see. So it's kind of like outside of all that, plus answering all your guys' emails and stuff. And I apologize. One guy sent me something, and I was like, I thought he was sending me pics or like to listen to his podcast or something. He was actually giving us a shout out, and I like told him to go screw himself or something. I didn't even use those nice words, and I apologize. I know, I can admit it when I'm wrong, and I just, I didn't have time to read it or look at it or listen to it, so it's kind of like I get so many emails like that and so many instant messages of people just sending me their pics. Hey, I got this. Hey, I got this. Hey, I got. It's like, oh man, I know it's no excuse, but it's like when you're doing 35 videos a day, when you're doing 2 live shows, when you're doing all this other stuff. It can become overwhelming, especially, when you guys have customer service issues, it's me you're talking to, right? So anyways, speaking of me, if anyone knows me, it's all about the U. It's all about the Canes. Orange and green are my favorite colors. I bleed it. They're playing today against another orange team, Oklahoma State. Of course, Chuba Hubbard not playing in this one, preparing for the NFL draft. I know Ruffalo's been preparing for the NFL draft. His fiance made some cookies. I haven't got mine yet, but I know that he's been preparing for the NFL draft. Eating some cookies. Maybe you dunking any of those in some milk or coffee or anything, or just straight cookies.
I'm parlayed. I'm doing everything. I'm doing one dry, one in the milk, one in the cookie, or one in the coffee. I mean, there's enough of them still left over that I can do one of each.
You ever like randomly dunk the cookie in someone else's milk or like anything like that? Like, just
I do the whole look, a distraction, and then like you get them to turn their head, and then
I do it all the time.
Distract them. You just go in and do it. Just take your cookie and just go in and dunk and go, excuse me, and then you dunk your cookie in. As long as you put the excuse me in, you're good.
I just give them the creepy look, like I'm just gonna dunk this in here.
I'm preparing for the NFL draft. You think Chuba's a first-round pick?
Last year I would have said yes. This year, I'm not sure.
Well, I don't think they have much, and we'll get to that. Brian, Miami against Oklahoma State.
No, I'm going to go with the under here because not very many people are on the under. Miami needs to bounce back on defense. I think you'll see a concerted defensive effort after that North Carolina game. I think they'll be flying around the ball. In Oklahoma State, they play pretty good defense. So I just think this total is a little bit high. So I'm going to go under 61.5.
Both these teams, I kind of see that. And when I did the video, I think I said over. But I could see an under here, too. Both these teams like to run the football as much as you think of Miami as like, wide open offense with King. They are a run first team. And so is Oklahoma State. But the thing is that both these teams have big play backs. Even with Chuba not playing, Oklahoma State still has big play running backs. So it's like you could see a lot of big plays, happening, or you could just see a defensive struggle in between the 20s. And Miami, of course, has the better kicker here, and it's not even close. Chris?
Yeah, I don't know. I think there is something to this line movement going through 0 from Miami getting 2.5 to now -1. I'm going to lay the point with the Hurricanes. I think Chuba Hubbard, I think it's going to affect Oklahoma State's offense enough that Miami just gets the extra couple stops they need to win this game. So give me the Hurricanes. Lay the point.
For me in this one, I'm going to eat a fillet of fish and take the over. I think we have a shootout. I think both teams are easily going to hit 30. And we go over that number. Give me over.
Yeah, I like I said, I gave out the over in the video. It's more of a lean, but it's like I could easily be convinced of the under. It's maybe something which we might have to discuss this at halftime. We just might. But actually, I think it'll be up against the drive-through, so I don't think I'll be able to do that. But if it isn't, maybe I'll come on at halftime, and maybe we can talk about it then. Maybe Tony will have me on for halftime. Maybe I can send him a little text. We know how to get through to Tony T. What you do is you staple a 20 to the text. Tony's unswayable unless there's unless there's cash involved. He's a rock. He's solid as a rock. Unless you slide a 20 across the table. Brian, we got. Go ahead.
He's about to bring one of the cappers on. All of a sudden, she's like, "Oh, we have a breaking news report. Hold on. Wait a sec.
It's like,
and we just bring you on for halftime.
It's like, yes. We got Texas against Colorado. I think they're talking like Herman is staying. He makes a lot of money. Texas has had a revolving door of head coaches, in recent years. It's not like the good old days at Texas. So much money. The Texas program. So much money. I don't know if anyone's ever seen it. If you guys Google like a picture of the Texas locker room, it's nicer than most NFL locker rooms. They have the facilities. Like the kids always say, "Oh, we want like the facilities, we like all this other stuff." Texas has all of that and then some. These people love to win, and this guy has not delivered. And the thing that he hasn't delivered, which I know is in college football, it's just a little bit of a different game than everything else, is that they're not even beating Oklahoma. It's like it's one thing to not win national championships. There's only one national champion every year, but everyone thinks it should be them and that they should grow on trees. But the thing is that these guys don't even beat Oklahoma, and that's a big problem. You gotta. It's like the Jim Harbaugh problems at Michigan. It's like he's not winning Big Ten championships, he's not winning national championships, and he's not beating Ohio State. He's in a pickle, He's got no outs, And it's the same here with this guy, Herman, who came in highly accolades, right? Ohio State background, and then he came through, this guy's been through the ringer, right? Houston, Ohio State, he's got, the pedigree. And once again, Sam Ehlinger, nice quarterback, but look how many great quarterbacks come from the state of Texas. It's like they do grow quarterbacks on trees in Texas. They do. Texas, California, usually the best quarterbacks. Pennsylvania. The 3 quarterback states. How many NFL quarterbacks are from Texas? But they haven't had a quarterback since Vince Young. Brian? Colorado.
Yeah, yesterday I got in on Colorado for a few $100s. I got 9.5. I see it sitting at 7.5. I don't know if somebody's out for Texas or not. It's not really a key number, but I like Colorado here. They've only played a handful of games, but I just think Texas isn't good covering bigger numbers, and I see this being a close game within a touchdown. So I'm going to go with Colorado Buffs here, plus the points.
Yeah, I'm on Colorado as well. I think. Again, we always talk about addition by subtraction for Colorado, and you look at the improvement they made without Steven Montez as a quarterback. And, I think that Colorado's one of the few teams in the Pac-12 and go shot for shot with Texas. I like Colorado with the points. I'm going to put a little bit on the money line as well. I think they could actually win this game.
For me in this one, I like the under. Both defenses are only giving up 20-something points this year. Colorado's offense is only scoring over 20 points. So yeah, I like the under. Give me the under 64 in this one. Or 63.5, I think it moved down to now.
Definitely an interesting matchup because you could see it going so many different ways. All different, a lot of different possibilities here in this one. Because Texas certainly has the guns to blow them out. They certainly have the team speed to blow them out. And I'm a little bit concerned about the Utah game with Colorado, where they had the lead. They had the lead and they ended up getting stomped. But it was a weird game. It was carried over, and the whole time difference, and they started at 9:00 in the morning their time. They got a million excuses in that one, so I'm not 100% sure. But anyways, I was talking about our MMA show that will be starting in the middle of January. I'm kind of going to promote this thing because I'm really excited about it, because we have never really been an MMA site. We've covered MMA. We've always covered it. We've always done fight previews, but we've never really been like a hardcore. We've never really had like a hardcore MMA, like a real wow, these are an MMA source, and that's what we're going to be. And in addition to everything else, we're going to be adding other stuff too. But MMA is something that's totally different for us, and I'm just really excited about it. Like we've covered it. We give out. We have some premium picks on it that we do. We never miss a fight and don't cover it on the website. But we haven't interviewed fighters. We haven't had fighters on for a show and had them with us on the show and talk. Had someone that knew MMA talk with these fighters on the shows and have the fighters do predictions on who's going to win some of the upcoming matches. But that's the type of stuff that we're going to have on our new MMA show. Payne and Brad will be doing that. Really excited to introduce those guys to you. We'll probably have them on this show to introduce you to them a couple times, and then the show will start. We have 3 MMA cards coming up in January, all within 1 week of each other. Speaking of MMA cards, we've got the Cleveland Cavaliers against the New York Knickerbockers. Cavs off to that 3-0 start, 3-0 against the number. The Knicks coming off that big win against the Bucks.
Yeah, for me in this one, I'm going to go under the total. I know it's dropped about 4 points from where it opened up at. I don't see these teams scoring a bunch of points. I think a little bit of a letdown for the Knicks 230 against the Bucks the other night, so I'm going to go under the total here.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards the Cavs here just because of that same reason. I think there's a bit of a letdown for the Knicks. They showed up, but I need to see more than one, sporadic performance before backing it. And Cleveland's got out of the blocks pretty well here, so I'll lay the points with Cleveland.
Yeah, I'm with you. I've been riding Cleveland start of the year. No time to get off them yet. Take Cleveland here.
Got the Pistons against the Warriors. Warriors off the snide getting a win. And the Pistons, well, they're the Pistons. 0-3 on the season. 0-1 at home. Getting 4 points here. Boy, you think they... it's kind of... I wish I understood what they were trying to do there. I think Blake Griffin is a good player. But it's you can't give him all of the money and have him, he loves to be the only guy who gets the ball at all, It's as soon as they cross the half-court line, he doesn't feel that he needs anybody else. But you have to have a team. So, I don't know. Brian?
Yeah, I rode the Pistons on the road yesterday for a couple bucks. Lost that one. It's tough for me to lay on the road with the Warriors, but I think the Pistons are just that bad. I'm going to take Golden State for $60 here and minus the points. Nothing I'm rushing to bet, though.
By the way, congratulations to Brian Bittler, who fillet-of-fished his way to the to our pool that we're in. He won this week.
Yeah.
Our Pick 6 pool. Brian Bittler correctly picked 6 NFL winners against the spread, 6-0.
The funny thing was that you had texted me you needed them quick, and I was sitting at my mom's house. I just looked at the games. I just popped 6 up there and sent them, and I really didn't even look at it. So maybe that's the way to do it. I don't know.
The best part about it is he has to split the money with Rod and I.
That's no big.
And what we're spending all of ours on. It starts with drugs and ends with hookers.
Cocaine.
I'm gonna lean towards the Warriors as well here. I did watch Detroit yesterday, and I think they are that bad. So I'll lean towards the Warriors laying the 4 points on the road.
For me, I like the under. Give me the under here. Give me the under 226. See a whole schwack of points being dunked in on this game. I like the under.
I'm gonna take the Pistons. I got no faith in the Warriors. We got the Pacers against the Celtics, rematch of a game. So it's not a back-to-back as far as like on back-to-back days, but it's back-to-back games in the same location, same two teams. Pistons won the first, the Pacers won the first one. I think they're going to win again. Brian?
I'm going to go with the over here, a rare over for me. I just see it dropped about 2 points. Everybody loving an old classic NBA Eastern Conference matchup here. I think the total will go over. I could easily see it going to overtime. So small bet here on the over.
I'm going to lean towards Indiana here. I know I've been high on Boston in that combination, but I think Indiana's just built to hang and potentially beat Boston. They're just a good combination of players, so I'll take Indiana in the free point. I think they win this one as well.
For me, take the Pacers on the money line. Don't bother with the point. Take the Pacers on the money line. They outright beat the Celtics again.
Mitch, what kind of clubs do you play? I have been playing Ping Blueprints, but I am switching to PXGs. They should be here today or tomorrow. I'm excited about them. But I still have Ping G410 driver, 3-wood and 5-wood as well, and a Scotty Cameron Newport 2 Special Select, the new one, whatever it is. That's the putter I use. Pretty much it. Toronto against Philly. This is a tough one because I normally would take Toronto in this one, but I got to go with Philly here. Brian?
Yeah, for me, it's not a hard decision. Sixers aren't that good on the road. That played out the other night in Cleveland, but they're good at home. Toronto, I haven't seen anything good from the Raptors that makes me want to back them. I think the Sixers come out and squish them. Lay the points. I think Sixers win by 10 tonight.
I'm going to take the under here. I just always think every time I see Toronto and Philly, I always think it's going to be a divisional rivalry game. It's going to be lower scoring. I see this one being 109-99 or something like that. So give me the under.
For me, give me the 76ers here. I'm gonna fade this Raptors team until they find a big man. I need somebody in the middle. Without that guy in the middle there, they look awful. They can't defend anybody. Give me the 76ers here. They easily win this one.
Yep, Stafford was the number 1 rated QB out of high school his year. I mean, there's sometimes the number 1 rated QB works out. Sometimes it's Rick Mirer. You just never really know. Miami has had guys that were the number 1 rated QB that ended up being nobodies, and then they had a guy like Ken Dorsey who nobody thought was anything, and he ended up being a national champion. So you never really know how it's going to turn out. Vince Young, I believe, was a number 1 overall too. Guy. Kyle, what's his name? Kyle, the guy from Miami. God, I'm just so excited. USA Today Player of the Year, number 1 overall. It's always the number 1 overall. It varies, from year to year. It's like the position, but Stafford was the number 1 rated QB. I don't know if he was number 1 overall. Miami's gotten the number 1 overall a few times. One of them was Jesse Armstead.
I thought Matt Leinart went ahead of Vince Young in the draft.
I don't mean in the draft. I meant rated out of high school, like the number 1 rated high school QB in the country. That's what we're talking about because Texas and their inability to secure a NFL quarterback, to guide the Longhorns. I think it might have something to do because remember, we've talked about this a few times when they did the payments when the guy last year announced all the payments that he got offered, and it was Louisville $100,000, Oregon a house, Creighton $100,000. Texas 10,000. It was like, come on, guys, step it up. It's not like you don't have the money. But I remember when Miami got Jesse Armstead. The thing about Jesse Armstead is, you guys ever see the movie Friday Night Lights?
Yeah.
Friday Night Lights with Billy Bob Thornton?
Yeah.
The team that they played, that's a true story. And the team that they played, remember like that all wrecking ball team like that they played in that final game? Jesse Armstead was the captain of that team. And he was the guy who was the number one recruit the next year. And he went to Miami. Also, the other guy that they got that was the number one recruit was another linebacker. I can't remember his name. He played in the NFL for a long time too. And he played out in Denver. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. Williams, and E.J. Williams or something. And he played in the NFL for a long time. He was number one. He was out of California. I thought he was going to go to USC, and he switched to Miami. Whatever it takes. Probably part of the Nevin Shapiro scandal. But I forget his name. He was on those national championship teams. I'll have to look it up. Someone knows. Someone in 305 knows his name. The guy from he went to that high school in California where they had like the 50-game winning streak. He was the captain. I don't know. High school recruiting isn't quite the same. There it is. Kamari. Oh, God. Kamari's back. Kamari's here. Rod, Kamari's here.
Kamari who?
Kamari, baby. Kamari. Kamari. This is what Kamari, man. It's all about Kamari. It's all about Kamari. Washington against Chicago. They both suck. Brian, I said it. Feel better about myself. Brian, how about you? What do you think?
Bulls stink, yeah. I mean, how often are the Wizards going to lay 6.5? But I'm going to go with the Wizards here. Bulls are just that bad. I think the Wizards are going to take an opportunity to win a game, all the games that they can. So I don't like Chicago. Lay the points with the Wizards. Small bet.
If anyone knows about taking a whiz, it's Ruffalo. What do you got?
Maybe Cheese Whiz. We're going to take the Wizards as well.
Hey, dare you mention the whiz on Cheese It Bowl Day.
I like the Wizards as well. I mean, at least with Washington, they've got a pair of all-stars on the team. And, you know, Chicago's finally getting their core healthy, but right now it's not looking like a whole lot. So give me Washington. Lay the points.
You know, in college, I used to put Cheez-Its in my turkey meatloaf. You know, like put some breadcrumbs. Like, I didn't have any breadcrumbs, and I didn't have anything, so I had Cheez-Its. I put Cheez-Its in.
That's not bad.
Yeah. It happened.
Yeah, those are good. You take a rolling pin and crush them down into crumbs. You can reuse that Cheez-Its to bread anything. Chicken breast, anything you want to bread. It adds that extra little flavor to the bread.
We should open up like Rod's Man Cave restaurant. You know,
we should. We would make
Hot Dog's Cookbook.
Yes. Hookers blow and snack food combinations.
You can't go wrong. All your favorite food groups.
Oh, God.
For me, this one, I don't know. I'll take the Wizards as well. The Bulls haven't showed really anything. They're just awful. Give me the Wizards here.
Oh my God, man. I mean, I'm getting hammered on this New Mexico State pick. It's like, it's all right. I know I got hammered in the Facebook group too, and on Indiana State. Brian got hit on that one, so it's like, you know.
I was up here and I was slamming my desk. It's like they got multiple opportunities to cover at the end, and they just couldn't do it. They stink. Terrible.
I mean, New Mexico State was up by 12 with 5 minutes left to go, and they lost outright. They had a chance to really put them away too, and they missed a lot of shots. I mean, I lose. It count, like I said, not. I don't know.
Drake's on my list as hated teams. I hate Drake. I hate Drake.
I like Drake. I generally like
I
Drake.
hate those bastards. Cost me thousands.
It was just so square. It was just so square. It's like it's the type of thing. It's like I said, I miss one. But it's like I didn't bet Indiana State. But it's like
if Indiana State played today and they had a 4.5, I'd be on them again. Guys just can't. That's just how
it's so square. It's just so square. It's been a weird year. 2020's been a weird year in sports too. Anyways, speaking of weird years, Bucks and the Heat. Jimmy Butler not playing, but the Heat getting 5.5 here. I still think they beat them outright. What do you think, Brian?
Yep, I'm on the same wavelength. Usually teams step up the first game. Players, big superstars missing, and Heat getting 5.5 is a gift here. I think they're a scrappy team. I don't like laying points with them, but getting points, I'm on it. I think they beat the Bucks, but I'm gonna take the points and lay the money line also, sprinkle in a little bit.
I wouldn't call the Bucks like a pussy team, but they're kind of light, right? They're kind of like not as tough as, and that's why they've been knocked out of the playoffs the last 2 years. It's because they're just not tough. They kind of remind me like of Michigan,
They need a Dennis Rodman or
like
a Bill
Michigan.
Lambier, somebody
Michigan
like that.
Sports, Michigan Wolverine sports. It's like they're just soft. It's like
I just think that Milwaukee kind of lacks a killer instinct to really drive it home when they have a chance. But that's why I'm going to take Miami here as well.
That's why they got Drew Holiday, because he's a little tougher than some of these guys.
If that's what they're going on by the tough scale, then we need to reevaluate. But I'm with you guys. I'm taking Miami in the points. I think Miami's got a really good chance to win this outright. They're in Milwaukee's head, but they're living there rent free, and I think they can get another win over the Bucks. I think the Bucks are starting to wonder if they can beat this Miami team. They have to exercise some demons. So give me Miami in the points.
Boy, man, I'm just getting hammered on this New Mexico. Wow. What do you think? Well, I do give out 90% losers according to the YouTube comments. So fits right into my portfolio. Rod?
Yeah, I agree. Give me the Heat here. I think that's too many points. I think this game comes down to the last shot right at the end there, and somebody wins it at the end. But so I want the Heat, the points. So give me the Heat and the points.
The halftime show was not on fire. I lose all the time. I never win. Never. Right. You know what makes me feel better about myself? Going to someone's YouTube channel and just be an asswipe. So it makes me feel better about myself. Oklahoma City Thunder taking on the Magic. Seems a little easy.
Well, the Thunder surprised me yesterday and got a win, but on back-to-back nights, Orlando, I think, is rested coming into this one, and they're playing good basketball. I'll lay the points with Orlando. Nothing I love, but it's $55 bet, $60 bet there. Keep me interested.
So this NJF says, Mitch, speak on your New Mexico pick. I've spoke on it. I don't win every game. I really think they were the better team, and if they were playing today, I would bet it again. I think they blew the lead is what happened. Now we're done with you. But there it is.
Yeah, this was a game that I really struggled with. I think I'm going to lean towards Oklahoma City just getting the points. I do think Orlando wins this game, but I think Oklahoma City can at least keep it close. So it's a lean, but I'll take Oklahoma City in the points.
I knew Gonzaga wouldn't cover. I knew it. I am 100% in games I get to pick after the game is over. 100%. I've never missed. Never. But
for me in this one here, I'm gonna take the Magic. The Magic will. They're a playoff team. They looked solid at the start of the year. I think they come in to OKC and get the win and the cover. Take the Magic, lay the 5.
So the quarterback's name for Miami was named Kyle Wright, not Kyle Bowler. Kyle Bowler went to Cal. Kyle Wright was the quarterback. He was supposed to be like the all-world guy. He was not good. The other one was Brian Forte, who ended up transferring to Rutgers. And then the other one that they had that was no good was Jeff George. Remember, who went on to play for the Colts? Jeff George transferred from Miami because his helmet didn't fit. His parents moved there when he came to Miami. My helmet doesn't fit. Okay, go see the equipment coordinator. Comes back to practice next time. My helmet doesn't fit. Did you go see the equipment coordinator? No, my helmet doesn't fit. I'm leaving. See ya. That is pretty much exactly what happened. That is a complete summary of the Jeff George Miami experience. Just like Keyshawn Johnson, born to be a Trojan, because I didn't academically qualify the year I signed with Miami. It's ridiculous. Yes. Pelicans against Phoenix Suns. I don't know.
Yeah,
go ahead.
I'm going to back the Pelicans here. I have been against them early on, but I think this is a spot getting points on the road. I like the Suns. They're going to be a playoff team, but here I just like the value with the Pelicans plus the points. I think they get it done. Could win outright.
Might have to send you a Zion Williamson jersey. So because we're going to make a lot of money betting against the Pelicans like we always do. Chris?
Yeah, the Pelicans have got that win over the Spurs, but Suns blew out the Kings. And
public loves them Pelicans. They
do, and that's why I'm going with going with Phoenix.
Public loves the Pelicans.
Yeah, I think Phoenix gets the job done here. It's going at 2.5. Line movement isn't going to scare me off the Suns. I think Phoenix gets the job done here. So
Bittler can't take Drake, but he can take the New Orleans Pelicans.
The sample I got has the people firmly on the Suns tonight.
The sample's off because it's too early in the day. Trust me.
It's too early. It is too early.
Trust me on this one. What's the number one? Here, I'll tell you what the people are on. Google. What is the number one selling jersey in the NBA? Okay, that's what the people are on. Okay, Zion Williamson's gonna be in the top 2 or 3. Rod?
I'm sure LeBron's the number one jersey.
I don't think he is anymore.
No, he's got to be because Al Nino's probably brought about 50 of them.
He's got the Mamba. They never lose in the Mamba, except when they lost. It's like, they're wearing the Mamba. That was my favorite YouTube comments. You're an idiot. They're going to lose. They're wearing the Mamba jersey. It's like, I'm betting more on the Heat. Rod?
For me in this one, the Suns are the better team. They'll be out. They lost their last one, right? So, oh no, they went 1-1 with their battle in the back and back with the Kings. But the Suns are the way better team here. The Pelicans will get good, but they're still young. Give me the Suns here.
All right, so it's here. Here it is. Actually, this is from last year, so he's not even on the list. But so the number one jerseys were LeBron, Luka, Anthony Davis, Tatum, Giannis, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, Lillard, Kawhi, Jimmy Butler, Kemba, Kyrie, Russell Westbrook, Joker, John Morant. I think Zion Williamson is going to be up there. He's got the biggest shoe deal, too. I don't know. Seems super square. I believe Senior Square is on them.
Not by my numbers, but we'll see.
I believe Senior Square is on them. LA Clippers versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. I had the Clippers the other afternoon. Sunday afternoon when they were down by 50 at halftime. I had the Clippers. It counted the same as if they lost by half a point. counted exactly the same, but I had them. Not my finest moment, but I will file it with some of my other. I have other beatdown losses I've taken, so I got room. I'm sure it won't be the last of them either. You know, I still got 3 days left in the year to take a few more.
Yeah, for me in this one, I had the Lakers over Timberwolves the other night. This is the same type of situation. I think the Clippers want to bounce back from that dreadful performance. I think they crushed Minnesota here. I'll lay the points with the Clippers at home.
Maybe lay the points.
Chris, we have a question here from the audience. Who really cares?
I don't know. I think I care. I think we all care a little bit. Apparently, whoever said that doesn't. No, I'm going to go with the Clippers as well. Like Brian said, I think the Clippers are going to be eager to get that bad taste out of their mouths after being down by 50 at halftime and then never really getting back into that game. So, give me the Clippers and bounce back effort.
Yep. Jesse Armstead went to Dallas Carter. Is where he went. Rod?
Yeah, I agree. Give me the Clippers here. I think they bounce back and get the win here. When is this? Timberwolves' third game, 4 nights, something like that. Clippers bounce back.
Miami missing their pass rushers. Miami's got tons. I think those guys are playing. I think they just declared for the NFL draft. I believe they're playing. They didn't say they're sitting out to prepare for the NFL draft. Naughton and Phillips. Kings and Nuggets. I like the Kings. I know the Nuggets got off the snide last night. I still like the Kings. I don't care. Money line.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the under here. Just too much money back in the over. I don't think this is the old-style Nuggets team we used to see. It gave up a ton of points. Better defensive team. I want to go under.
DJ Williams, De La Salle High School, is the guy I was talking about. He played for the Broncos for many years, too. He was really good. He was the number 1 recruiter player. Went to De La Salle High School. They had a 30-something game winning streak when he was there. Him and Dan Morgan were in the same recruiting class.
Yeah, I'm gonna lean towards the Kings as well in this game. I think this is a game that Denver should win, but I don't know if they do. And I haven't seen anything to suggest that they would in this game. And I think it's at worst it's a Sacramento cover, if not an outright win. So give me Sacramento on the points.
Yeah, for me, it's on the back-to-back. Coming into Sacramento, the Kings will be ready and waiting for him. Give me the Kings on the money line. They win this outright.
Go to the college basketball schedule. Pretty good card today. West Virginia Northeastern, Baylor, Central Arkansas, Miami, Virginia Tech. Any of those, Brian?
Yeah, for me, I'm going to give out a premium for free. Take Virginia Tech. I think they're absolutely going to crush the Hurricanes tonight. I don't see what the public's loving about the Hurricanes, not in college basketball. So
because Chris Likes is probably going to play.
Yeah.
That's what they
Hokies come out and Turkey stop them.
Because Miami's the much better team if they had their guys. I mean, they're the much better team. But without Likes, it would be one thing. Without Timberlake and Likes, it's another story. Timberlake obviously not going to be ready again until January. But Likes is questionable, so I'm going to guess he's going to play. Is what that line move probably means. Chris?
Yeah, the two I was looking at in this time slot. I like Northeastern. The points against West Virginia. West Virginia defense is legit, but Northeastern can shoot, and I think they can give themselves a chance to at least stay within 17. So I'll take Northeastern. And I like Baylor to blow out Central Arkansas. Central Arkansas has been good against the number, but Baylor's just been stomping teams left and right, so give me the Bears.
Yeah, the only one I like is I like Northeastern as well. Give me Northeastern plus the points. I think they keep this 10, 12-point game at the most.
Yeah, I kind of like Virginia Tech there too. I know Likes is playing, but without Timberlake, I'm not 100% sure. Maybe it's closer than the 6. I don't know. I think Baylor busts up Central Arkansas something fierce. They have been covering the big numbers, you know. Like while Gonzaga's not covering these 40s and stuff, Baylor is. Central Arkansas is actually not that bad, but Baylor is just that good. I kind of like Northeastern too. Coppin State against Rider on the Storm. Rutgers against Purdue. Clemson against Florida State. Memphis, South Florida. Texas Tech, Incarnate, Word Up. USC, Santa Clara. That was a late ad game. LSU, Texas A&M. Mercer versus Wofford. Eastern Michigan versus Central Michigan. No love lost there. Brian?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Florida State here on the road, plus the 1.5. I just think they're the better team than Clemson. And they need to win games like this on the road for their resume. I'm going to take Florida State, and then Purdue plus the points over Rutgers. To me, that's the biggest Filet-O-Fish versus Big Mac game on the board. I like the Boilermakers possibly to win it outright, but I'm going to take the points.
They're going to get crushed in both those games. I'm dead against you on both of those. I think
they're begging you to take Rutgers.
Clemson's going to house Florida State. Like, they're from their old neighborhood. And Rutgers is so much more talented than Purdue. It's crazy. Chris? Purdue's horrible on the road. They blew that 15-point lead against Miami, who was missing half their team.
Yeah, and they were only held to 55 against Iowa. So, Purdue, I'm not looking to back them on the road. I'm with Rutgers there. I like Texas A&M plus 6.5.
I like that, too.
I think you can keep that game close. I think that's a 2-point game. And I like Central Michigan plus the 5 against Eastern Michigan. Just directional rivalry game. I think this one stays within the 5. I think this comes down to the wire.
How about USC? I haven't played in them like a month.
Yeah.
I mean, they were really good. They beat the I'll say it. They beat the dog shit out of Irvine, who's not bad. I mean, if it was a fight, they would have stopped it.
Yeah.
Dog chow. Rod.
I mean,
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say. I mean, USC they have had the long layoff, but in Santa Clara, I mean, they always have the really good record. But then you look and they haven't really played anybody, and it's
and then when they do, it's like, oh no,
90 to 50.
They suck you in. Suck you in. Rod, you getting sucked into any of these teams over here? Like Purdue?
Yeah, I'm gonna get sucked in to Texas A&M plus the 6.5 there. That's easily a 2-3 point game at the most.
Texas A&M's got the serious defense.
Yeah. I'm gonna take Rutgers. I just can't lay with Purdue. I like Rutgers to thump Purdue today. Also gonna take Wofford. Give me Wofford plus the points there. I think they got a good shot to bounce back after their last loss. Beat Mercer here. And I'm with you. I like Clemson over Florida State today. I think Clemson comes in and beats Florida State.
This is one of the best Clemson teams they've ever had. This Florida State team got whooped by Central Florida. Whooped. And Indiana, who got crushed by Northwestern, by the way, took them to overtime and lost by 2 at Florida State.
Was that UCF game in Tallahassee too?
Yeah, it was in Tallahassee.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The Knolls are in trouble. They're really tall, but it's like they don't have that length. You know, like they have these guys that are like my height and then have arms that are like 7 feet. You know? It's like, but they don't have that.
They don't have the wingspan.
No, they don't have the wingspan. They just have really tall guys this year.
Yep.
Those people. Anyways, Brian's Nebraska, Omaha. Peyton Manning's favorite team on the board here against Kansas State, who has awoken. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Lamar, one of my favorite team names. What do you got, Lamar? Hey, Lamar's not here. No, I meant Lamar game. Yeah, he's not here. Lamar against Southeastern Louisiana. Gonzaga against Dixie State. Alabama against Ole Miss. Iowa against Northwestern. Houston against Tulsa. Brian?
Yeah, I'm going to take Iowa to beat up on Northwestern. I know it's a lot of points, but Iowa's got to start crushing people. And I think that starts tonight, and a 20-point win over Northwestern.
That's it.
And
Chris, what did you think of Garza's performance against Minnesota, where he basically got shut out in the first half, and then he scored a bunch of points in the second half to dress it up? But, you know, had he hit one more of those baskets in the first half, you know, from 2 inches away from the hoop, they probably wouldn't have gone to overtime, right?
probably. And I think that I think Northwestern's going to have something dialed up for Luka Garza. I think this is just way too many points. Northwestern plays similar to Purdue, and Purdue's defense held Iowa to 70 points even in a loss, and I think Northwestern can do something of the same, and they can shoot the three really well, and that's what Iowa struggles to defend. So I'll take Northwestern plus the 10.5. I like the under in the Houston-Tulsa game. I think that's the first to 60 wins. And give me Alabama minus the 2 against Ole Miss. I think Alabama's played the tougher schedule. I think steel sharpens steel here, and I think Alabama gets the win.
So someone has a question about the free picks and the premium picks. Yes, we do a free pick on every game every day. We do it several times over. We have 2 websites where you can get free picks, right? Every game on the board. Okay, we don't give premium picks on every game on the board. Premium picks are the games that we like the best. We don't like give a free pick on Indiana and give the premium pick on Purdue. That's not how they're different. It's whatever. Go to the premium area. Go to the website. Click on premium picks. Click on any handicapper there, and you can see all their picks on their pick record. And then you can look at all the free picks that we give out and kind of make the comparisons. It's all documented. It's all documented. If you want non-documented picks, there are a lot of sites out there that just tell you, well, this was our record. Just kill it. I don't know why that question bothers me so much. Because it's there. Like when people question the premium picks or have like something about it, it's like they're 100% documented on the website. I mean, how difficult is this? It's like you go to the website, you click on premium picks. There's leaderboards. There's hottest cappers, right? So leaderboards is by sport. Hottest cappers. I don't even need to tell you this because if you go to the website and you don't even know what they are, you just click on it. I'm sure you can figure it out, right? Then if you click on any handicapper and you go to the bottom, you can click on every single pick they've ever made. You can scroll back and back and back. I do it on the video, on the parlay video. I even show people how to do it. I'm not really sure. I don't know, man. Maybe our show is not for you. And be sure to smash the like button, whoever this show is for. Rod? Oh, Chris, did you give any picks?
Yeah, I did.
All right.
Yeah. So,
did you? Rod?
For me, I'm in this spot. I like Houston minus the 7.5 over Tulsa. They've just been rolling teams. I think they get the winning cover there over Tulsa. I like K-State over Omaha. I think they've been starting to play real good. It's Omaha. Yuck. And I'm going to take the Dixie Stars, the Trailblazers, they cover that big number versus Gonzaga. Gonzaga definitely after last night, they don't look like they're interested in covering any giant numbers early. They jump out to a giant first half lead and then they just put the scrubs in and coast. So give me the Trailblazers plus the 37.5.
Hey, Rod,
I like Ole Miss.
Did you hear that? But just breaking news. Did you hear that I lost the New Mexico State game yesterday?
What?
My free pick.
Oh no!
Did you hear that I lost it?
I like 20 tractor trailers going past my house all the time.
Always. What's going on?
It's crazy. I live on a back road. I don't know what the heck's going on. Soon they start landing jet planes outside.
Huh.
Hey, we do have Lamar is here. See that?
Lamar is in the house.
Yes. And Mitch lost the New Mexico State pick yesterday. I lose 90% of my picks according to YouTube comments. Did you give all your picks, Rod?
Yep.
All right. I like Iowa. Just because I've bet against the Northwestern the last 3 times. I'm kind of going to go with that. I don't know what they call it. Like where you take your loss and then you just bet double on the next hand and bet double on the next one, double on the next one until you lose your house. I think that's what I'm going to do against Northwestern.
That's how Indiana State would do that to me.
It's like you walk out, like someone knocks on the door and you just put your hand up with the car keys like this. I do one of those. Oh, man. Yes. A lot of smart people out here. Man, got a lot of haters today. Brian, your Indiana State pick sucked, by the way.
Yep. Yeah, I'd do it again today if I could, but they're not playing.
I would do my New Mexico State again, too, to be honest with you. All right. Ruffalo, what's your parlay?
Let's go with the Indiana Pacers, Rutgers laying the points, and Clemson.
All college?
Indiana Pacers, Rutgers, and Clemson.
Rod Dwacki?
For me, NBA one, we're going to go Pacers money line, Heat money line, the Kings money line. And hoops, we'll go Wofford plus the points, Clemson minus the points, Baylor minus the points.
Wow, he sounded really convincing on that. I think I might bet that one. Wofford, Baylor, Clemson. With authority.
Wofford, Baylor, Clemson.
With authority.
Yep.
All right, I'm in. You talked me into making a bet today. I wasn't going to bet today, but I'm going to.
Now you're in.
All right, I was going to bet today. I've just been too busy to put my bets in. Brian?
Easy 3-game parlay. Texas A&M plus the points, Purdue plus the points, and the Heat plus the points.
What was that? What was the first one?
Purdue Boilermakers.
No, that wasn't the first one. There was one before that. Something Purdue and.
I got Purdue, Texas A&M, and the Miami Heat.
All right, I like the Texas A&M and the Miami Heat. Miami Heat money line. Colorado Buffaloes against Texas money line. And let's see, Miami Heat money line, Texas A&M money line against, and or Colorado money line, Miami money line, and might as well just go Texas A&M money line. What the hell? Here anyway. With Clemson. Anyways, have a great day, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Be sure to smash the like button. Tell your family, tell your friends. Of course, mom likes are the best likes. Be sure to hit the thumbs up like Fonzie says, hey. Don't forget to parlay it up. Anyways, have a great day, everyone. And, of course, we're going to try and act more professional tomorrow. I'll see you guys at 5 o'clock for the Computer Pick Show. Ruffalo will be on at 6 p.m. with the drive-thru. The Computer Pick Show, I guess, is going to coincide with the Miami game, so I might have to go a little early on that today because I got to watch my Canes. I would love to come on for halftime of the Miami game if Tony will have me. So send Tony to you a little message.
We can make room for you.
You know, if it fits, if it fits with that, I'd love to come on for halftime of the Miami game. All right. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.